So, if you thought yesterday's was relatively boring, this one's got a lot more stuff going it for 1959. Um, so we start. Stupid headphone wise. We start down here. Well, we didn't leave off actually, but oh well. The Chilean Civil War, which wasn't going too well for the communists, as we'll see. Yeah. Um, have I got? Yep. Okay, cool. So try to do your one last push down here, which goes relatively well. The North falls entirely, but in the end, a naval invasion here splits them in half. This dies, and then the rest of these forces surrender, and we have the democratic victory we all expected. Not much American aid required, so that's pretty cool for them. And still staying in South America, with Ecuador over here, with a little communist uprising here as well, funded by the ACL, which I'm not going to make the same joke I made 5 times already about the leg. Okay, cool, that worked. So yeah, communists, I have no idea where the cities are in Ecuador, we so want to see. They start off here. Progress is slow. I've got more stuff to get onto, I'm going to be honest. But they push back a little bit. No idea where any of their geography is. But in the end, breakthrough here, America couldn't help quick enough. And the government flees to Galapagos Islands here. And America does a funny thing and just seizes them off them. So the communists here, I'm very happy about that, but they're also happy that those who continue that war forever. And the Galapagos Islands are integrated into the American Pacific. Okay. Okay, now the last thing we're doing in South America is an Argentinian civil war. So the communists don't have much support really, so they only really just take the north a little bit. That's where they start off. Mainly funded. Doesn't make sense. The communists start off here. There you go, around Buenos Aires. Funded by the Brazilians a lot, who walk in. Send lots of volunteers over. The Americans also do, but we see the communists have a lot of success in the north here because it's ungarrisoned. So they just walk through and even finish off Buenos Aires in the south and that little pocket. Is Buenos Aires here or here? I think it's here, isn't it? Or is it there? Oh no. Anyways, yeah, but then it starts slowing down because obviously they're fighting in very tough terrain. And it reaches a halt around here. And more support's flooding in from the west for the democratic one. Because the government was overthrown. So this would have been like a straight them walking through. America installed, and with the help of Chile, installed a democratic government down there. What I'll keep checking out. So yeah, moving over to the Pacific. The invasion of the Philippines last time. We see America, and one more naval invasion down here. Kind of sandwiches them. No one really cared enough to intervene because China's got their own problems. Russia don't care about Philippines too much, and they're too poor right now anyways to do anything. Well, not too poor, but poor enough to the point where they don't care. And the Philippines surrender, and they're integrated into the American Pacific. So America have done a lot of expanding. They might start demanding stuff of the British here and Australians here, so that could be bad for them. Okay. I'm back up in China. I'm going too fast. Yeah, I'm going way too fast. Yeah, this isn't about 7 minutes long. I've got to think so. Alright, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've got to plan this one. So these guys aren't going to push back too much yet. 'Cause American support's only just coming in, so they're using Philippines as a base, and they push a little bit further down until the guerrilla tactics start coming into play. So China asked Laos here if they can just walk through and then cut them off and then just get the rest of it. But they said no. So China declared war on them also, which isn't very good for them, but there's not much they can really do as in China. And in the end, with help from Laos, I'm too white to say that, they do push back a little bit, but not too much. But China's in a bit of trouble down here. Okay, and I can go into I'm still getting to this. So we see India over here has been fragmented since the British pulled out of everything but here. So this is still British loyalists, right? So they're British loyalists, and these are the Indian communists. This does a horrible borders. I kind of drew it pretty quick. Alright, and then finally the Indian communists declare war on the remnants of the British Raj. And Britain are going to struggle to afford that, because this is pretty much a major nation down here being funded by China and Russia, because they see the value in a united India, a communist one. And Britain not being able to afford to hold on to this, just pull out, give it independence. So now India is being forced by themselves to fight against a bunch of communists who are more well armed than them. And they just start throwing themselves across the board. They're probably not going to set peace this time. They just want all of India. And because of these tensions, Pakistan over here, no, never, East Pakistan, or Bangladesh, as it's formerly known, rebels against Pakistan. So we've got a lot of action happening down here. They're not likely to help each other, pretty famously. And as time goes on, these guys can't really do much about this. So in the end, they just agree to let Bangladesh go through. And there we go, we've got Bangladesh now. Very epic. And in Pakistan, yeah. So Bangladesh exists. Do with that what you will. But because they're now free from Pakistan, who's pretty not very safe from communist influence, let's be honest, these guys start getting influenced by communists, and so do they, and so have these been the whole time. I'm saying that now because it just puts them more in threat, and this puts them more at threat because they've lost half their country, and probably like close to half their population. Alright, and the fighting continues until the Indians are pushed, or the Democratic Indians are pushed about here, and a little pocket holds out here, and then I'll look into the topography of India later to decide where the border is going to be. But right now that's still fighting. That is recording, isn't it? Yeah, I'm really paranoid about that. And finally, over here in America, the Manhattan Project, which went on the 40s, are cancelled early because the Japanese surrendered much quicker. So the war ended like a month or two early. They pretty much defeated Germany, these guys, a few weeks later after the Manchurian invasion. I'll draw that there as well. Anyway, just focus up, man. Lock in. Alright. So yes, the Manhattan Project now being resumed. There were no communist spies in, over here when it was happening in the first place, so these guys don't have a clue. And well, I mean, it's pretty obvious these guys are thinking of the bomb. These guys all had the ideas for the bomb, they just don't know how to execute it. That's what the Americans are working on now. Oppenheimer's still alive, 59, isn't he? Should be. But yeah, so that's what he's doing. Anyways, yep. I'll look into making more interesting in the next one. Goodbye.